Hey guys, what's up? It's Damien, and in this video I want to discuss to you guys about Steve Jobs and how he died last night. So he died at the age of 56, which nowadays is probably a bit more than average, I'm pretty sure, at least for the majority of people, especially with all the stuff that is out nowadays and all the stuff that people do. That probably is above average. I'm not 100% sure on that. If you do know anything about, like average death ages or stuff like that, you can let me know in the comments. If you're interested on wondering how he died of cancer, which he was actually fighting cancer for a few years. So that actually is also good if you do last even a few amount of years after you know that you have cancer. Even though cancer is not a good thing, but lasting a few years while having cancer is always a good thing because you have a well-developed body and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure most of you have heard that he died. I mean, on Safari, at least on Safari, I'm not sure about any other browsers. The first thing that pops up is Steve Jobs died, and then it gives the date of his birthday and his age and stuff like that. On Facebook or any other social community websites, everybody's like R.I.P. Steve Jobs, and on YouTube, if you go on like most viewed videos of like today or something, then most of them are going to be Steve Jobs, at least for yesterday. I'm not really sure today because I wasn't really looking at it today, because I already know everything that what happened and some stuff like that. Another thing I would like to talk about is the iPhone 4S, which is coming out. Well, I'm pretty sure it came out already. It was a substitution for the iPhone 5, which was supposed to come out, but Apple didn't come out. Which, by the way, Steve Jobs is the owner of Apple, and he also, I think he's like a co-owner of Pixar Studios. I'm not sure, but he's the owner of Apple. He began like years back with one of his friends. I think it was either in his uncle's or his mom's garage, and they wanted to invent this kind of stuff. And a few years later, it came to like thousands of employees and stuff, and it really was a life story. And it's a thing that you've had to been there and experience it, because it really is a good experience. It is an experience of a lifetime. What he's done. He's changed the world itself like so much that it's just really weird to see that somebody like this died. And it really is hard to picture yourself being that person. He met his wife, at the age of 30 and stuff. So he did have a pretty good life. He probably is one of the richest people in the world. Not the richest. I mean, there's obviously more richer, like, merchants and stuff that, work in the stock company and stuff like that. But he was pretty rich, and Apple, it's just, I mean, I can't picture, not having all the products Apple created. I mean, the iPod, I use my iPod every day. My computer, the one I'm recording this video with right now, I'm using a MacBook Pro, which I got because of Apple. If it wasn't for Apple, I wouldn't have had this MacBook Pro to be recording this video with. So I really do appreciate everything that he's done for me. The iPhone 4S, like I was saying, it's not much different than the regular iPhone 4. It is 4G, still 4G depending on what company you're getting it from. And if you just purchased the iPhone 4, I don't really recommend that you upgrade it to it, because it's not much of a change. I did do some research. I actually have the page right here somewhere. And the iPhone 4, it has specs, which if you're interested, I'll put like a little link in the description. You want to read about it. The only thing it really says is that the processor and the camera have two nice upgrades and a larger display and stuff like that. And it definitely says that there is no question that it's going to be definitely faster than the old one, and it is handy for the Siri Assistant software. So I don't really recommend you upgrade if you have the iPhone 4, but if you want to have a basic phone like I do, because you're new, and you might want to upgrade and get yourself the new iPhone 4S. Even though I was sort of excited for the iPhone 5 just to check out how that's all going to play out and stuff like that. Unfortunately, maybe they're having like problems right now because their owner died, and they have to maybe change the way they, I don't know how really companies work and stuff like that, but that's just in my opinion. So guys, I would love to hear some comments about what you guys think about Steve Jobs, how you feel about his death. Do you use any Apple product? Are you disappointed about the iPhone 4S coming out instead of iPhone 5? Yes, no, if not, explain. I'd love to read off some of the comments, and if you have anything else to ask me, you can leave it in the comments and I will get back to you, I promise. Anyways guys, that's pretty much been about it. My name is Damien, and I'll probably be checking you guys out in another video.